everybody, and welcome back to Fallen Fortunes. It has been another week, and I've been busy here in Mermies. This is our rich financial district, the Netherite district. Patent pending. I can't patent that. Can I patent that? Can I? I'm pretty sure I can't patent that. This is our bank, and it's only fitting that we start the episode back where we ended the last one. Designing the vault has caused me no end of headache. Vaults are usually uber industrialized spaces. They're designed to not be breached, obviously, and that is the bare minimum to make a vault. This building has been intentionally built to evoke nostalgia, but vaults are, by design, hyper-modern spaces. They don't belong here. I need my vault to still look like it could exist inside of this bank, but not look like just any other room. It needs to be instantly recognizable as a vault. There's plenty of examples of vaults on the internet. Seriously, just Google bank vault and you'll find no end to actual stock photos of bank vaults or things that people have done with the door. It ranges from restaurants to nightclubs. There's even an example of a bank vault where you subscribe to this channel because I pulled nonsense directly out of my hat. As I scrolled through these reference images, one of them caught my eye. I like clean lines and examples of pristine architecture from bygone eras. This image is not that. This is an unnamed bank vault shot by the photographer Jeff Hagerman somewhere in Chicago, Illinois. I found it in a Daily Mail article from 2016, and the link is in the description below if you're interested. I loved how dark it was. It's still a functional vault. Theoretically, if the key were still available, the steel walls would have still protected their contents. But it's dark and it's moody. It's a little run down and a little decrepit. And I loved it. Who am I? What is going on right now? I decided to try and elevate what I liked about the dark and moody room to a place that still felt expensive. Because everything needs to feel expensive. It's the Netherite district. I can definitely patent that. The redstone illuminators that I'm using have this black filigree around the edges. It was almost like a light clicked on when I put that beside biotite, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with the vault. It was about this time that I realized I was out of netherite again. Tinker's Construct recently updated, and it introduced this brand new thing to our game called a Foundry. First thing I need for this new Foundry is soul sand, or so I thought. I don't know where I got that in my head, but I was convinced I needed soul sand. I found out later that it wasn't actually required, but I was totally out anyway. Blazeburn Industry boasts a huge dome that is made with soul glass, and Hibis is giving out store credit to people who provide him with the raw materials to make it. I've been giving him soul sand anyway, but when there's free chicken involved, I will clear entire alleyways. Your girl is hungry. I ended up providing him with 2 obsidian shulker boxes full of stuff, and that's still not enough. But back to this forge. Foundry. Whatever. Nether grout goes in, scorched bricks come out. This part is exactly like the forge. We need a foundry controller next. That's 1 set of seared bricks into the basin, pour obsidian over the top. Done. We're gonna need some way to fuel it. Tanks are cheap. Let's make a tank. Done. At this point, it has occurred to me that I should actually read the instruction manual that comes with this new forge. Foundry. Whatever. The foundry won't alloy metals unless you're using an external alloyer. TLDR, I'm not gonna accidentally make 80 blocks of rose gold again, because that was fun. If I do need to alloy something, I'll just stick it back in the normal forge. The features, it gives +6 nuggets per ore. When I first started building this, I thought it gave 6 ingots, and I don't know why I got that in my head. It's only 6 nuggets. If you're trying to get the most bang for your buck, it's probably better to use the forge because the forge doubles your ores instead of just adding the partial ingot. But the foundry makes up for it by giving byproducts in ores. I think it's going to depend on exactly what those byproducts are as to whether or not it's worth it. Apparently, you can make blocks that allow you to melt more stuff at once. Bro, I just want more netherite. I have a vault to build. Never alloys. Fuel efficiency depends on size. Can hold multiple metals. Blah, 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 blah. I started the Foundry box and turned on chunk borders so I could make sure that the Foundry body was all in one chunk. I don't know if it matters anymore, but it used to in 1.12, so I just rather be safe than sorry and put it all in one chunk. It was at this point I figured out, from reading the instructions no less, that all the corners had to be filled in. Once that was done, I put in a single piece of debris just to see how it went. It gives me debris, gold, and diamond. Okay, what happens if I put a lot in there? I get a lot of debris, gold, and diamond, and I'm not sure what I expected, honestly. I don't know why I thought that would be different. I'm gonna need a lot more netherite, so I'm gonna pour out some of this scrap to make netherite trapdoors for the vault, but it's not a bad haul, all things considered. I'll eventually get the hang of this forge, foundry, whatever. Now that that's done, I can finish the vault. The redstone behind the accounts is really pretty simple. Each barrel is locked and there's a key to the netherite trapdoor. It's named so that only the person with the key can open that particular account. The name of the key is actually the same as the account, so it's super easy to know which account is yours. Just check your key. On the back end, it's pretty simple. There's a hopper, it's locked. Every so often, a pulse comes through from a clock that causes it to unlock and deduct 1 coin. When I designed it, I did it knowing that hoppers always pull from the first slot. I just make sure that there's a pile of copper in there so that my patrons are not getting too much money deducted from their account. It's supposed to be a fee. It's not supposed to bankrupt them. Nothing nice in this world is free. With the account key, you also get a compass. It'll lead you to the lodestone above your account. I didn't want to put names on the accounts because I wanted everything to remain anonymous. Most of what you pay for in high-end establishments is anonymity. In the spirit of that, this account will remain anonymous to everyone except the bank staff, as long as you don't tell anybody and you don't leave your door open. Come on. I can't even lock it behind you because there's only 1 key to each account. Account holders cannot access the vault to withdraw money without the bank manager key, which only I have. They will have to deposit money upstairs in a deposit box with a slip. It's just a piece of paper that you rename to include your account number, which will be on your key, and the amount of money you're depositing. If you run out of space, get another slip. Make sure your account number is on all of them. If your money is not spoken for, I will just keep it, so do it right. This vault isn't based in reality like most of the things I build. I try to keep everything grounded. I find that the most important rule in Minecraft is to know when to break your rules. Sometimes you have to draw outside the lines. God, Tinker is bad at this game. Welcome back to the completed bank. We've got everything a modern financial establishment could possibly need right here. And due to popular demand, the bank has a chandelier now. 3, actually. It's made with a combination of blocks, chains, iron bars, and end rods. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see a standalone tutorial on how to make this chandelier, or the smaller versions beside it, or both. It can easily be made in vanilla using any light block. Our final vault looks wonderful. Our security guard Bruce is doing a great job. Thank you, Bruce. I made a joke about enclosing the loan desk and putting in a loan officer last episode, and the more I thought about it, the better I liked the idea. So now loan officer Tony is down here in the new house that he and Ted share. Clearly someone is in the doghouse, otherwise he would not be sleeping on this couch. This is their kitchen. It leads from the library through to the bedroom, and they can both access their job stations from here. That door leads to the front wall of the bank that isn't finished underneath, and the other one leads to the back wall of the bank that isn't finished underneath. Listen, normal people will never be under here. It's fine. I'm considering making them a front and backyard. Put a comment below on whether you think they need to have a garden. I'm interested. Here's a deposit box that I totally didn't forget to make until just now. I had just finished this and was working on the next project when Tinker showed up and wanted to sell me some nonsense that he'd found while adventuring in the great blue yonder.
Alright, let's see this thing.
But I'm not quite sure what it is.
Well, it says it's a horn statue.
Well, I saw that, but like it's just very ominous. I opened it up.
You tried talking to it?
What do you think I am, crazy? Okay, don't answer that. How much do you think it'd be worth?
What do you want for it?
I'm kind of looking for some of those heart canisters you guys have been pumping into your system. Possibly.
I don't know, I might be able to swing one. And only because you're my brother. It's not worth that.
It can create heart canisters, so it might be useful for, you know, the loan office. You could loan your life away.
That's not quite what I was planning on doing with it.
I take 3.
Absolutely not. It's worth maybe 1. And that's being generous because you're my little brother.
I think that it's at least worth 3, but if you have to say that it's only worth 1, we can break it in the middle and say, how about 2? You'll find it quite useful, at least as something on your wall.
Sure. I'm a sucker for decoration.
Perfect.
If you want to see the entirety of that stream, it's available on Tinker's Twitch, and I'll also drop a link to the uncut stream below. There's some real gems in there. After this, we went end raiding. That's also included on the original Twitch. I'll put a timestamp on screen if you've already watched that Twitch stream, but if you just want to hit the highlights, here they are.
I'm fine. Just a little head damage. Not gonna change much. Now don't attack them anymore, and just revive me once you're done murdering the ones that you looked at. Oh god, oh god. They stop aggroing once you die. I just sacrificed myself to try and slow down the process.
I have 3 health bars.
Right. Loyalty, so much loyalty, but only if you could enchant a person. I'm leaving the end rods. I didn't know if you wanted them, so.
It's actually easier for me to make end rods with blade thread than it is for me to pick all the end rods off of everything.
Brought to you by Blazeborn Industries.
I'm lost!
Lad's lost.
I'm
Lad's-
lost!
Lad's always lost.
Ah! Oh, you scared the ever-loving. Please don't mind things willy-nilly with the burr.
Anarchy saves, anarchy protects.
Okay, I think we're good over here, Hibis.
You don't want any more purple?
I never want any purple. Purple's fugly.
That's rude.
I mean, it's good
You
if
hear this? He's
it's
being mean to me.
small amounts.
I'm gonna make the trap room. I'm gonna make the escape room all purple.
I hate you so much. Mommy loves you. To be fair, you are still her favorite, but she also knows. Mom loves you the most, but she's also a realist. I will beat your ass and she knows it.
Yeah.
You need to go
I just
potty?
didn't-
Where you going potty in the pot?
You're gonna go potty in the pot? Okay.
Mommy, where's some snacks? Please.
You already had snacks.
No.
You definitely just had you can have snacks next time you go potty.
Wait, you go shower?
Oh, now he's like, okay, let's do it.
Oh, I found a notch apple.
Hey!
Nice.
He's over here like, I know that if I do this thing, Mom will give me a snack.
Can I have a snack?
I don't know, can you pee in the potty like a big boy?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Then yes, you can have a snack.
Okay, well, Sarah's a Dusty, technically.
Wow.
Oh, did you just call my friend a Dusty? High treason, you're kicked out.
Jeez.
I don't know if I should be offended or not.
You should be. Dusties are not good.
Okay, she's technically an Iron District.
She's my friend, which
at the
means
moment.
she's not any of those things.
Oh, well, you see, I'm one of those Dusties that's just, you know, the dead ones.
Yeah.
Oh, a freeloader, okay.
Yep.
Yup.
I have to work really hard on it all day, every day, and not sleep, and die inside a little, and then I'll be like Lad. Yo, shit, that was way too close. When I was trying to go down under the Voidstone and the stalactites were just slicing through my hair, I was like, oh no.
Like fingers through your hair, only they're dark and angry. What? And that's what happened this week. On the way out of this episode, I've got a time lapse for the start of my next big project. This is the Jasper building, as I've taken to calling it. Underneath, there will be a cute little cafe that caters to these ultra-rich people who frequent the Netherite district. Probably sells, like, espresso or something. Above, Hibis is working on the escape room minigame I mentioned last episode. I ran out of time to get the entire building constructed this week, but that's just kind of how it goes in Minecraft. You make great plans and you end up not getting them done as fast as you thought you would. But I enjoyed getting distracted in the end and working on the villager house, and I had fun. It might not have been completely on script, but I had fun. So, until the next time I see you, take care of yourselves, have a lovely week, make sure to stop and just have a little fun. Go off script, it's good for you. This has been Lad, signing off. See you later.